Bond has just arrived.
Ah, good. Send him in, please, Miss Fanny Fanny. Come in, Bond. Come in. Goodness sake, man, what's the matter with you? Are you deaf?
Morning, P.
Morning, Bond.
Come in. Still having those dizzy spells, eh, sir?
Ah, thank you. Now, listen, Bond. I've got a very important meeting this morning. And I want you here.
Ah, shame, sir. I was hoping to play a game of golf. Was hoping you'd join me.
Well, depends how the meeting goes. We still might manage 9 holes.
Oh, good.
Certainly got a splendid day for it.
I'll say 2.
You idiot! You're supposed to shout 4.
Oh, I thought we were only playing 9 holes, sir.
Very ridiculous. Now, listen. We've got a very embarrassing situation on our hands. There's been a leak in the cabinet.
I'll take a look, sir.
The war cabinet. Prime Minister's been on the scrambler all morning.
Well, there is a bug about, sir.
No, Bond. A leak. So, who did he call?
A plumber.
No. Us, MI5. You see, there's been a security leak. We had a network of top agents working abroad in various embassies. Their names, which were code names, of course, were Percy, Ivor, Donald, David, Larry, and Eric. Now, take the first letter from each of the code names, and what do you have?
P.I.D.L.E.
Correct. Operation P.I.D.L.E. Now, the true identities of these agents that made up P.I.D.L.E. were leaked to the Russians. Suffice it to say that sometime later, all those operatives died mysteriously.
I see. So if we can trace who's behind the leak, we'd know more about P.I.D.L.E.
So, with the collapse of P.I.D.L.E., I've set up a new agency, using only 4 agents this time, each with a code name, of course. Sam, Harry, Ian, and I'm afraid I can't tell you the last name.
Otherwise, we'd be in the soup.
Exactly. Someone is operating as a double agent. Now, your job, Bond, is to interrogate them, see if you can blow their cover.
Leave it to me, sir. After I finish with them, whoever's the double agent will wish they worked for the other side.
Oh, excellent. What are you talking about, Bond? That's the whole point of being a double agent. Now, your job will be to interrogate them, but, Bond, be subtle about it.
Your guests have just arrived, sir.
Ah, good. Show them in, please, Miss Fanny Fanny.
Right away.
This is it, Bond. Good luck.
Okay, sir.
Ah, Bond, 3 chairs for our guests.
Hip, hip, hooray.
No, sir. No, 3 chairs. Now, gentlemen, madam, may I introduce you to our top agent, Bond?
Not James Bond.
No, Basildon Bond. I've got letters after my name.
Excellent.
Can I be mother, sir?
Yes. Now, gentlemen, madam, as you know, we are setting up a new network to replace P.I.D.L.E. And as Bond here will be involved, he wants to have an informal chat with you and get to know you better. Okay, Bond, the chair's all yours. Take it away.
Right, sir. Oh, another dizzy spell, eh, sir?
Mr. Bond, I'm Major Cooley.
Don't tell me, Gingangooley.
Cooley.
Watch it. So, Major. P was telling me about P.I.D.L.E.
Aye, it's a riddle.
You lost one of your men, I believe.
Aye, Donald, he was a good man.
Tell me, how did he die?
The embassy he worked for caught fire.
Accident?
No, I believe that it was deliberate.
Arson.
Aye. Aye, we were certainly caught with our kilts down.
Few red faces, eh? You live in the capital of Scotland, I believe.
Aye, Cardiff. A bonny place.
He's not your man, sir. Loyal subject. Knows his country like the back of his hand. Right. Sorry, I was on the phone. Colonel Hall, MI5, also CIA.
Yes?
You'll be used to interrogation then, Colonel.
Yes, I'm trained not to break under torture.
We'll see about that. How did your man die?
Same as the men Major's men. Another embassy fire.
Accident?
No, it had to be arson.
There seems to be a lot of arson about.
Yes, there sure does.
You're a born and bred Yankee, I believe.
I sure am.
Like a good Western?
I sure do.
Fan of John Wayne, perhaps?
Saw him many times in The King and I.
Thank you, Colonel. P.
I'm here, Bond.
He's not your man either, sir.
Mr. Bond, I'm from Holland, Getterhouder.
How do you do?
Very well. Have you ever been to Holland, Mr. Bond?
Only once, a mountaineering expedition.
But Holland's nice.
Yes, we had to make do with a windmill.
Have you ever picked tulips in Amsterdam?
No, we bumped into a couple of pansies in The Hague, though. Do you know what this is, Miss Garner?
A cup of tea?
Sorry. This. It's a thumb screw. We don't like to revert to this form of torture, but sometimes we find it necessary. You have to exert the pressure, you see, by turning the screw. And we find that the more pressure you exert, eventually, somewhere along the line, the victim is bound to cry.
Oh, I thought you'd gone far enough.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. P. By Jove, I must clean this room. This is my night for the bingo.
Yes, all right, carry on, Mrs. Dodd.
Oh, thank you, Mr. P. I must catch my bus.
Which route do you take, Mrs. Dodd?
Now, don't start that nonsense again, Bond. She's the cleaner.
Oh, that's all right. A 43. Do you know what a 43 bus goes to?
In your case, I'd say out to here.
Bond! You've gone too far.
About here, then, sir?
Commander P, may I ask why we're being subjected to this ridiculous interrogation?
All right. I'll be honest with you all. I thought the leak in P.I.D.L.E meant we had a double agent operating amongst us. Apparently, I've been proved wrong, so I apologize.
Don't apologize, sir. You're not right, you're wrong.
What? Wrong?
Right. One of them is a double agent. Hand me your gun. And furtherless, I can prove it.
I hope you're not going to fire that teapot.
I will if I have to, Major.
What's the matter?
No milk, sir. Nobody move.
Look, Bond, how are you going to prove it?
Simple, sir. I put some sleeping pills in the victim's tea. Yes. And whoever nods off is our double agent.
Excellent. But how did you know which cup to put them in?
I'm ahead of you, sir. I put them in the teapot.
What?
Will they find the real spy under the circumstances? Will Mrs. Dodd be tickled under the circumstances? Will the riddle of P.I.D.L.E go unsolved? Or will Bond get to pee before they wake up and find themselves asleep? Watch out for further adventures of Basildon Bond.